In this episode of Open Tab, we're in Landover, Maryland, to tailgate with the world-famous Hogettes. FedEx Field, home of the Washington Redskins and some of the most passionate fans in the country, including the famous Hogettes.
Well, 1983, it was the year of the Hog, and the Redskins were playing Miami in the Super Bowl, and the Redskinettes were out there, and you know, the success of the Redskins was based on the offensive line, and so I thought that they ought to have their own cheerleading squad. Yeah, the snout we got at the first game we went to, actually, the guys were suited up and coming into the stadium, and there were two people standing on the corner selling snouts. They said, "Oh, we need to buy those."
While their hog noses may all be the same, the sundresses, well, they all have a unique story of their own.
And I went to my grandmother's retirement home to cheer her up. She had had a tough year. And the night before, I had swiped her black and white polka dot dress. And I've been wearing black and white polka dot dresses ever since.
And if you arrive early enough, you may be able to watch this.
My name is Rusty Nicholson. I'm the rookie of the Hogettes.
Turn to this.
Sunshine's hair. And all of a sudden you got Sunshine Hogette.
This is my 8th decade of watching the Redskins play football. So I'm really one of the old farts. I grew up in Northern Virginia, so you know, you couldn't be anything but a Redskins fan. And then you got to be a Dallas Cowboy hater. That even made it nicer.
These two guys right here are in the NFL Hall of Fame of fans. So they're very special people to be honored like that.
We are in the Professional Football Ultimate Fans Association, and we have a presentation and a beautiful screen inside the Hall of Fame.
We've got friends as far as Ultimate fans all over the league, so we always invite the Ultimate fans to come and have fun with us.
And of course, what we say to each other is, I hope you enjoy the game just a little bit less than me.
I figure every time I come down here, my menu consists of pork loin, pork shoulder, bacon, pulled pork, and then inside at the back end of their dessert, a win.
In addition to the Hogettes being ultimate fans, perhaps the most amazing thing about them may be the amount of money they've raised for charity.
Something a little bit north of $165 million.
So we count the amount that we've assisted in raising, and that's, as Howard says, up over $165 million right now since 1983. And we don't keep any of it. It goes back to the charities. But there's 13 of us, and if 3 or 4 of us go out to an event in one place, we can do 4 events in the same weekend.
It comes from everywhere. Simple things like selling a poster here to doing bobbleheads. All of the Hogettes have their own bobbleheads.
It's kind of weird. Guy dressed up, old guy dressed up, your grandfather dressed up with a sundress on. But then once my parents explained to me what it was about, humorous. And just unbelievable the amount of events they attend. It's almost a full-time job for them, and kudos to them for what they do for the community.
I would describe them as gentlemen that have picked up a lot of charity work.
This gives us a vehicle to help. We can help people by doing what we do. So it's not like in order to be a Hogette we have to do the chore. It's not a chore. It's what we like to do, and being a Hoggette helps us to do that.
Ronald McDonald House gets a huge hunk of what we do, as does Children's Hospital.
I think one of my most precious moments is not having to do with football, but visiting children's hospitals and bringing smiles to kids that are wired up on all kinds of medications and things like that.
10 years today, I was at my very first rally around the Redskins, and I was doing back handsprings to get a photo with them, with all of them together. And the next day I went into the hospital. It's kind of like that little special. It couldn't have come up at a better time for me. So
And that's why the Hogettes were founded, to help little girls like this.
Absolutely. Now these guys, very much like us, go out into their community and do lots of good things.
Do a lot of stuff. I get called upon to do a lot of benefits, a lot of charitable stuff throughout the local area. Talk to schools and stuff with the kids and everything.
And all of us don't specifically just go to our own market. When our team is away, we want to go Cleveland or San Francisco or Seattle. We go and we do things there too for children's hospitals and for charities in the area in which we go.
I get to be that picture that they may not, that might be the only picture that they cherish from that day. So that could be a very memorable experience for a fan, and I love to be that guy. I like to be that person to be able to do that for them.
For these guys, the best part of Sunday is game time.
There's only one way for me to end an interview, with you or with anybody else. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles for life!
Go Redskins! And I'll tell you what, win! Ho, 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 ho!
Hail to the Redskins!